Right, everybody. I am live in Seattle, Washington, where Antifa and the police and police supporters have shown up to square off. This should get very interesting. As you can see, police have already engaged.
A handful of people are just going to be up the hill like us.
I'll do a walk through the rally first. Give you guys a look-see here about who all's here. We got lots of people up there. We got lots of people down here on the street level. We got some Proud Boys showing up. I'm gonna try to go over there, say hello, see what happens.
That was like the group that went up to the chief's house. Everybody's like protesting against black for Black Lives Matter.
Some Proud Boys just walked through Antifa and then over here.
Come on,
All right, we'll go back in here again. Got some lefties that are in here. They're videotaping and recording people, taking pictures. As you guys can see, we got lots of people up on top there. I gotta say, it's kind of nice, you know, being able to not have to wear a mask for once. It's definitely nice. So hey, everybody, hope you guys are all doing good today. You know, celebrate a little America, a little freedom, a little supporting of the police. It's definitely one of the more fun events that I've been having to cover lately. Not that I have to cover this, I'm enjoying this because defunding the police is about as stupid of a thing as you could possibly do. So, I hope you guys all enjoy the show. Make sure you subscribe and all that good stuff. And see how much fun stuff happens today. So, again, for those of you just joining, we are in Seattle, Washington at a Back the Blue party, I guess you could call it. And where people are saying not to defund bootlicker. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. Yeah, who are you gonna call when one of these quote-unquote Nazis come to your house and beat you up, Shirley? Like, seriously, what are you gonna do? You're gonna call your little comrades who have like, you know, 20 pounds of body mass, and they're gonna come defend you? No, shut up. Call somebody a bootlicker. You're an idiot. So anyway, back to you know, the normal good stuff here. I'm gonna go ahead and just walk on through, go back down to the street, check it out. Go say hi to all these Nazi Proud Boys that are over here. These little Nazi Proud Boys.
Good to see you. It's been a while, man.
Well, you know, it's nice to not have to wear a mask for once, you know?
Man, you're swimming down too, man. Looking good.
Don't tell anybody. They know me as a fat guy.
It's another opportunity.
Yeah, did you guys hear all that racism from those dirty, racist Nazi Proud Boys? Yeah, you bet. I don't know if you guys noticed too, but there was actually people of color that were also wearing the Fred Perrys there. And if I take it back over across the street here, you'll see that the Proud Boys that just walked in have more diversity than the people across the street wearing masks. Weird how that always works. All right. Look at all these wonderful Americans. Tiny is not, he's not really allowed to play with any Patriot events of any kind. Kind of became a little bit of a loose cannon. Oh, hey, there we go. We got Antifa doxing team right there, taking some pictures, making sure they get everybody. There you go. Yeah, the more thumbs up you guys do, the more people are gonna see it. YouTube's been holding stuff back lately. Definitely isn't the way it used to be, at least for a little while there. So yeah, the more thumbs up, if you guys share the link, post the link places, definitely helps getting it out there. Definitely helps getting the message out, helps getting the video out. It's the one way to bust the algorithms, shall we say. So I'm gonna go ahead and come over here and get away from the music, because the music's gonna be one way they can take me down. I do love how the idiot called me a bootlicker again after I asked him a question that he couldn't answer. Adorable. You're all right. It happens all the time. I'm also going to point out that there's more diversity here on this side of the line again than there is over there. Proud Boys aside.
Who serve this great city with professionalism on a daily basis. We serve you, and we are so humbled that you are here.
Not much of a showing on the Antifa side.
Supporting this community. You all
You're all right.
the reason why United Party is
60,000 signatures on the petition to stop defunding the police.
In just 8 days. And as process review, we thank you for your support each and every day, because right now, more than ever, with this amazing turnout, we all are part of this great movement and working together. Supporting public safety, because right now, more than ever, everybody's safety is at risk. With this radical agenda by elected officials who do not hear you.
It's a lot of people. Right. Poor little guy Scott, he's on timeout. He don't have enough time to respond to all of his stupid.
Microcosm of this community, because they do not represent the reasonable people. We do. We are the reasonable ignored majority.
For Seattle, this is not a small crowd. And no, there's more. There's a lot of people up on top up there and up there. A lot of people over there. Here comes those Proud Boys again. My goodness. So yeah, I hope everybody's enjoying their Sunday fun day, supporting the blue. The Proud Boys, for the most part, are the good guys. I mean, they're just essentially a group of patriotic, freedom-loving Americans that just want to hang out. A couple bad apples don't ruin the whole bunch. I have many friends who are Proud Boys. say it? Fat slob. Yeah. I must be just such a slob. Oh. Aw, thanks, Lexi. Oh, sorry, Busty Winter. I know you have like 47 different alternative accounts that you're gonna try to come on here and troll on every time I block you, but oh, it's okay. Somebody loves you. I know the Democrats love you. The Democrats love you a lot because you know what? They need ignorant people like yourself that they can control easily, that they can, you know, manipulate and tell whatever it is that they want you to hear, and you're gonna go, oh yeah, yeah. Oh, that's nice. Oh, emotions. Emotions are so cool. Because, you know, Democrats need you to not be able to think critically. They just need you to be, you know, wonderful little sheep that you are. It's okay. Oh, you can say you're not a Democrat. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can say you're not a Democrat. Who you vote for? Jill Stein? Huh? Did you vote for Jill Stein? Or somebody, or Bernie? Yeah. Are you a Democrat socialist? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm just glad you don't, you know, you don't vote, maybe. But either way, you're an idiot. You're a sheep. You have zero capability of rational thought whatsoever. So you should probably just let the adults talk, princess. So we've got some Antifa trying to come in. So these guys are gonna go through, they're gonna try to incite a reaction from the people that are in here, so I might as well stick with them, see where they're gonna go, see what they're gonna do. Hopefully, like, you know, quell some of the issues. 100% they're gonna go try to find the Proud Boys, which are actually right there, and try to what's up, guys? Yeah, I have fans everywhere. I'm loved. Why go across the street when they come to you? So, I just gave her a thumbs up there when she took my picture, because, you know, hey, might as well. One of them just bounced off over there. You can go rub shoulders with some of the Proud Boys. Oh yeah, they love taking my picture. It'll be all over Twitter, I'm sure. At least I, you know, smiled and gave them a thumbs up this time. Usually it's like some like horrible picture they take of me. Oh, we got some looky-loos. Some gotta take picture of the probably some of these people, the first Antifa they've ever seen in person. They're just wearing masks for Corona. No, that's
because he's
not.
he's not really black anymore, right?
Oh yeah, there's some undercover cops that are in here, but they don't need the undercover cops to follow them. I mean, they got these guys sitting here. And so on, so. Well, we haven't been up here yet, so this will be a nice little walk. You see, I guys can see there's a whole bunch of people up there.
He's right. We should stay positive.
So the guy with the bright colors, he's been known to cause trouble in the past, so we'll see what happens today. Unfortunately, again, there's going to be music playing, so I'm going to have to talk through a lot of this until we get away from the music, because it'll definitely not help my channel too much having the music playing, because they'll get you for copyrights and all sorts of stuff. I mean, I get it, but still, it's sad the way it works. It's a public setting. They shouldn't give me a copyright strike or anything like that. Thank you, American Patriot. Your donation means a lot. It definitely helps. When I finally get all your guys' donations, when it actually gets to me, it'll be going towards safety equipment, vests for me and some of my guys, gas masks, stuff to make it so we can go out in the street and cover the riots and stuff, safely. We don't have to worry as much. It'll help us, pay some of our security guys. And help them out a little bit. I love photo bombing. It's always fun. Should we reform the trio in Cali, Texas, and mass start up all the rallies again? Oh no, yeah. I definitely believe that people should be holding rallies. That people should be, standing up for freedom all across the country. Just because COVID happened doesn't mean that, freedom stops. Just because they've done everything they can to take away our freedoms, to suspend our constitutional rights, mainly our First Amendment, unless you're Black Lives Matter or Antifa, in which case you have full immunity, apparently. You can go and you can do whatever you want. You can go riot and you can rally and you can do all sorts of things if you're a leftist, but right-wingers, no, you can't do that. So, I definitely think that there should be a lot more Patriot rallies. I mean, even if you're sticking to just to back the blue.
Who are these people? Observing y'all function. They're not disturbing y'all. Oh, they're not.
So the guy with the bright colors actually told the guy who was chanting defund that it's their space and it sounded like to respect it, so it's interesting, it's different.
SPD! SPD! SPD!
make nonsense. If you still want to get involved across the street, I bet you do. Notice you're not
All right, looks like they're leaving.
in the position to become part of the reasonable community.
Nice get lost.
Police officers, they need public safety. Before we move on our first special
Give them their space.
at least 31 seconds of the loudest listening chant we can muster right now.
We got our dignity and respect.
So the guy who hates the police just went to the police and narked on this guy for like touching him and he's crying to him. So how funny is that? They always do that, don't they? We hate the police, defund the police. Officer, I need you. In just a matter of minutes. Seconds. It's hilarious.
SPD! 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 SPD!
The cop just told him to go away. He's saying the guy with the blue flag. There's a lot of blue flags there.
I just want to know right or wrong. No, at all times, as long as I was no problem. So right now, what I we're not counter-protesting. What are we I'm media. I'm not a counter-protester. I'm neutral for both sides. Okay, but all right, you too, sir. I'm allowed to be in here. I can film you too as well. Like, I can be in here as long as I want. You keep following me, miss. I have no problem with being in here. Like, I'm allowed to be in here. You guys harassing me. Why do you keep harassing me? You for what? Why are you following me?
Keep it down.
I don't even know who I am. With a sign and a stick, I'm not doing anything. I'm allowed to be inside. I'm neutral. I'm super neutral. Look how I came here, bro. I protect my identity because of doxing. I don't want people to dox me. Look how I look. I got a fucking tie-dye hat on. It's like, come on, like I'm not over there on both sides. Neutral man. Please, just stop following me. You're really intimidating, sir. You're mad big. Bro.
But see, I'm actually media. But you've been out here doing this stuff for years. I know who you are. I've seen what you've done.
Swear on for years. Swear on everything.
For years, ever since the Patriot Rally started. That's why I'm following you and your friends, because I know exactly.
I'm going to show you something right now, and I'm going to leave right now. My name is Rio. I'm from New York City. I've been here for 1 year, exactly when my son is born, bro. I don't even know what you're talking about. I can change my identity. Look it up. I have not been in Seattle for years. I have known no one in here for years, bro. Just simple. The only reason why I have this mask on is so I don't get doxxed. I don't care, bro. I don't care.
Get doxxed by who?
This
This side has never doxed anybody. Me, on the other hand, I get people coming to my house.
Look, I got people coming to my house too. Look, you guys are broke. She called me brother.
You know, I think the first thing I've ever really agreed with the ACLU about is actually media having to be like actually, accredited, register, and so on. There's so many people that claim to be media that just aren't.
All have freedom of speech. I did not come here. We all have freedom of speech. You guys put me off. You guys like each other off.
No, you're right 100% that you have freedom of speech, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't be in here. I'm just filming, that's it. And now he's going back to his side because he's non-partial media. If he was non-partial media, he would actually just come in and filmed instead of actually causing a scene, going to the police and so on. That's the thing that these people don't understand, that media in general, like, your job is to film, not to like be an activist, not to engage. Like, I'm sitting here talking to you guys while I'm filming, but I'm not going over there to Antifa to like pick a fight. I'm not going over there to Antifa to like argue with them today, or usually really ever. You know, Antifa comes to me and I'll engage. Antifa comes to me and calls me names. They call me, you know, a fascist and a Nazi and all the other garbage that they've written about me. But never once have I actually walked to Antifa to like pick a fight. Now, all that guy did was come over here. He knew he was going to get harassed because he came up with all of his, Black Bloc buddies. And he's saying that just because he's wearing the bright clothes, that means he's not, one of them, which is stupid. It means, yeah, if he actually personally commits a crime, that they'll find him. That's the only thing. So he isn't going to commit a crime. He personally isn't going to do anything that's going to warrant him getting arrested. However, the rest of his crew that are Black Bloc, they can like hide in the crowd easier and so on. That's a different story. So he's sitting there crying to the police right now. Nobody touched him. Nobody did anything to him. Nobody did anything. Some people talked to him for a minute and he's completely triggered. Sad. Leftists make me sad. And see, now his friends are sitting there arguing with the cops saying, how come the tear gas is pointed at Antifa, the crowd that actually has a history of violence, who actually blew a hole in the side of a police precinct here in Seattle, who have said kill the cops, who've spray painted kill the police all over the city, ACAB and so on, and they're going, how come you're making us the enemy? How come the people who support the police aren't the enemy? Liberalism is a mental disorder, 100%. There is no doubt, there's no question. If you're a leftist, you are mentally deficient. It is sad. It is sad. There's no common sense, there's no logic, there's no reasonable thought whatsoever. All right, so now that I'm not caring about those guys as much anymore, I'll look at your guys' comments if you guys have any questions, concerns. A lot of people came out to support the police in Seattle today. And for those of you who are just now joining, we are live in Seattle, Washington. I don't know what's happening in front of me right now.
Are you with us,
Only in leftist cities do you see stuff like this.
What's this guy's doing?
Oh, who knows? Alright, I'm gonna go over here to the end. They say keep Portland weird and all that, but Seattle's just as weird, y'all. It's just a fact. I think it'd be safe to say that all leftist cities are gonna be weird. I've been to many of them. Seattle's weird. Portland's weird. San Francisco is very weird. Berkeley is insane. All right, we got some no parking signs coming up. Yeah, that's, you know, getting back into the swing of things here, starting filming again and so on. Is that Matthew? But yeah, thanks to your guys' donations, we're going to be able to do a lot more traveling, cover a lot more of the country again, get that safety equipment. Can't wait, especially for the safety equipment. It's nice being able to come out here and, you know, not have to wear a mask. I like these daylight things. It's awesome. The following and stuff will begin when everybody's leaving. Right now, the crowds are pretty split up. They have Antifa had scouts out and about as I was driving in, did a couple circles. I did have to wear a mask when I drove up. So, you know, that way I didn't get my truck doxxed. All right, we got Antifa blocking the street up here, it looks like.
You see a lot of it. Ready to retire?
All right, so we got peaceful leftist protesters blocking the street right now. Point out, if you see that guy there with the green ski mask on, he was with the quote-unquote media guy, and he was flipping people off just now. So yeah, he's impartial, right? He's totally impartial. Just media, nothing to see here, right? So, you know, we got shields getting unloaded out of this car right here, guys.
That's what the unemployed are. Let's do it.
Things are going to escalate. So, fun fact for you guys: last night, Antifa actually went to Cal Anderson Park to practice their shield wall. True story. They actually had a rally to practice their shield wall, so that they could be effective against the police. Now, 2 nights ago, or I think it might have been 2 nights ago, not last night, but 2 nights ago, there was a shield wall put up in Portland, to which Portland PD shot the crap out of it with pepper balls. So that's good times. It was funny. So again, I just want to point out here, right there is the guy who was standing around walking through the crowd with the quote-unquote media guy, the bright colored media dude, who's walking around in front of the whole line right here, like he's like the general, but he's media, right? He's media. You remember, these things are important. He's just a journalist. Exactly, he's just a journalist. So, you know, these are the things that are important. This is the truth that actually needs to get put out about these people, because it's 100% dishonesty.
Back 30 minutes.
There is no truth. There's no facts that come out of these people. See, look at him.
Guys, someone needs to knock that.
If he's a journalist, if he's just a journalist, why is he walking back and forth in front of the line, making sure everybody's there?
He's actually the leader. The fucking leader.
Just want to let you guys.
Tell everyone what they need to do. We're watching that guy for the last 30 minutes.
I've been watching him for a long time, and
Yeah, that's good.
I was sitting there arguing with him, telling him that I've watched him for over a year, saying that I know that he's not a journalist, and he's like, well, that's not even true. I'm from New York. I'm like, okay, sure. Now the media, guys, the media is going to tell you that all these pro-cop people and the police themselves are going to be the ones who actually initiate the violence. But I am here to show you guys that's not the case. So back in the day, guys, see these guys on bikes right here? These were probably, you know, it might sound funny, but if you guys have been following me for a few years now, you will know that these officers on bicycles are badass. The way they use those bikes in crowd control situations it's impressive. It's probably one of the most impressive police actions I've ever seen. Little doxing going on right there. Take pictures of the cops so they can go find out their information and follow them home.
It's the glory of God. The Bible says in Romans chapter 6, verse 23, the wages of sin is death. There we go, there we go.
Mike Solon was correct that until recently, the majority in Seattle has been the ignored majority. You know what? Thanks to defunding.com, thanks to rallies like this, I don't think they're going to be ignored much longer.
You can try to do what you try to run from the Lord. Jonah tried to get away from God. I said you cannot get away from God.
As you can see, guys, I brought out the tank division.
About today's rally, and that is almost every rally and protest for the last 3 months has been angry, it's been divisive, and all too often has dissolved into violence, not dissent but destruction. Today's rally isn't about any of those things.
Look at the guy beating on his bucket. Tell me that's not infantile to the extreme.
Fucking confusing.
Yeah, that guy's confused.
Jesus, it's time to declare the mighty name of Jesus. Jesus said about
What? Why? Yeah.
So the guy walking back and forth now with the green hat saying he supports the police, don't necessarily know what side of the fence he's on.
Another great guy, another great broadcaster. Telling you the truth. It's my pleasure
that's amazing. They're both chanting the same thing, but if you look across the street, those are the actual racists. All of the black people that are here are right there. Right there, on their side. All of the black people they have on their side is right there. And let me see, I'll try to find you another one, guys. I promise I can do it. Where's the, oh, there's the other guy right there. Right there. There is more diversity standing right next to me right now than across the street. I'll show you. Diversity, 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 no diversity. 3 black guys, that's it. 3, maybe. And I'm showing you 4 feet away from me.
And it's not political.
Remember, he's a journalist too. He's a journalist too. He was with the journalist, guys. Right there, that guy's with the journalist. See what he did there?
It is unacceptable to be silent anymore.
You know what's really funny is that on Twitter the other day, Gregory McKelvey, who used to be the Don't Shoot PDX leader in Portland, he put out a tweet talking about how bad tokenism is and how white guilt is actually a problem when it comes to leftist activism. And I thought it was, what he said was actually amazing. But what he did is he spoke against all of the things that they do, that the left does. They sit there and if you're a black conservative, you're a token or an Uncle Tom. They say it all the time. And yet he's calling it out on his side of the fence. So maybe they're starting to see it. Maybe they're starting to look in the mirror. I don't know.
We do have some people on that. Because if you just the newspapers decide to show up each and every one of these, they will run in re-election. This is true. Andrew Lewis to get that first.
Washington State is a mutual combat state, yes. But no, they don't allow mass group fights. They don't like that at all. They'll tear gas the right just as fast as they tear gas the left when it comes to brawling in the streets. Well, I'm sorry. Up until like recently when they got a free pass to like, you know, control some blocks. When they held the city hostage.
God damn it, Cyrus.
Give you guys a look at the party here. It's always nice seeing some familiar faces. Even though they're masked up, you can totally tell who they are. It's really funny.
Thank you, John Carlson and Jason Rance. We're going to have more guest speakers to come.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speed Freak, for that super chat. Definitely appreciate it. It definitely helps get us some of that safety equipment and travel so we can cover more of this stuff for you guys. And just to, you know, I know some of you are new, some of you have been following for a long time, but just to give you an idea of what I'm talking about with the safety equipment, I mean, we're talking like vests, knife shirts, stuff like that. One of my reporters got stabbed the other day. I'm sure most of you have heard about it. Andrew Duncombe, Black Rebel. We've been assaulted by Antifa. We've been attacked by Antifa. Antifa's come to my house. They've tried doxing us out there filming. They've tried to find us out there filming. They'll watch the live streams to see where we're at. So the more safety equipment, the better it is. Also, you know, a little bit is going to security. As for how he's doing, Andrew's doing really well. It's really loud around me, so I really apologize if I'm screaming at you guys. I just want to make sure you guys can hear me audibly. And thank you, Randy. Thank you, Randy. It means a lot. It really does. Drew is doing well. Drew is home. He got out of the hospital just 2 days after he got stabbed. He got 4 inches into him. And he didn't hit anything major. He didn't require any surgery. It missed his spinal cord, his spine by just a little bit. Missed his kidney by just a little bit. He's, if he has a guardian angel, that guardian angel is working overtime. He learned a lot of very valuable lessons. Learned some very valuable lessons there.
I thought you guys had a big group.
Yeah, and you know what happened to him definitely is, it's very telling, really, about how dangerous it is. Because all he did was he confronted him. Yeah, he put his arm around him, but he was pretty much just trying to surprise the guy. Oh, look, wait, guys, I just want to pause for a second. Look at the journalist there directing traffic. He's directing the entire event right now, guys. That guy's a journalist. He's a journalist, don't forget it. He's a journalist directing the entire thing over there. Anyway. But
Some kind of marking as a journalist.
oh yeah, he came in here saying that he was a journalist. He was just trying to film. There was no reason for people to be talking to him or anything. Yeah, it was cute. And I told him, I'm like, bro, I've been following you for a long time, like years. I know who you are. And he's like, I'm from New York. You don't know me. And I'm like, no, we've met. We've met. But anyway, you know, like, you just never know with these people. You never know what these people are gonna do. Wow, thank you, Bonnie. Thank you very much. Thank you, all you guys. Thank you, Christy. Thank you, Rob. Like, it's really amazing. It really, really is amazing. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate it. Thank you, Paul. Sorry, you guys got me a little emotional there by that, like, show of support. Had to, like, regain my composure. No, thank you. Like, it really means a lot. Like, you guys are probably gonna save my life one day, I'll be honest. But it means a lot. It really means a lot. What I was saying, thank you, Forrest. What I was saying is that, you know, him walking up behind him and putting his arm around him there, I mean, it was a split second. It was a split second there where the knife came out and was in him and then back in his pocket. Like it's that quick. Now, with his lesson learned, you know, and everybody else going out and filming, you know, like, we do it as safely as we possibly can. You know, we try to, like, make sure we have exit points. We try to make sure that if we have security, that they're kind of shadowing us, letting us know, you know, if somebody's coming up. But, you know, with me being 6'4", and another one of my filming guys being 6'5", and then another guy, you know, Quincy, who most of you have seen. You know, it's hard to blend sometimes. A lot of times we get told that we're cops, which doesn't help. So like a lot of strategy comes into play when we go out and film these things. And then of course, you know, even being here where I don't have to wear a mask, like they know who I am. So like we're still a target. So even though I don't have to wear a mask and hide my identity here, like there's still an element of danger. You know, because these people use slingshots. You know, they throw rocks. I've had bottles thrown at me when I used to do other.
No, we're not racist. Don't call us racist. You don't know me. They are not. Sorry, willing to elect elective office to represent every one.
I'm going to tell you guys, just something you guys probably already know, but all of these people in front of me have never experienced racism a day in their life. I'll bet money. I'll bet money. They don't know what oppression is. To actually be oppressed in 2020, no, I don't believe it.
Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? That's bullshit. That's
We got his camera. Get him out of here. Get out of here.
You better bounce, you crazy bitch.
So this is one of the
fucking commies.
This is one of the tactics that they do. They'll send children in.
The problem is
They'll send children in to agitate. And then when they get the children in to agitate, they just try to piss them off. As you can see, look, they're not serious. They don't care. They're happy that they got a trigger. They're happy that they triggered them. They're not serious at all. The only reason they're here is to incite a reaction. And it sucks that some of the people actually give them what they want. It's sad. It goes to show, even right-wingers have issues.
Little girls right there. Yeah, they were doing things with your class, and so they snuck into our side. So that's what brought them all this closer to engage. Yeah, it's a little 13.
The police have started taking away their toys.
Like the adults in the room.
Remember, guys, he was with the journalist. Such a journalist.
I'm scared to take those
Journalist again, guys. There's that journalist again. Just some journalist. Oh, it's too funny.
Oh no. I asked my son to come with me and he's like, I've got a bad feeling, I don't want to deal with it.
Thank you very, very much, Rob. Like, for real, thank you. It means a lot, and you know, the whole reason I got into this whole business was it all started back with the original Obama Black Lives Matter stuff. You know, the media was saying there are a bunch of peaceful protests. I was watching, you know, them happen live, and you know, so I started doing that, and then all of a sudden, after the Black Lives Matter protests started going, the Patriot movement started. You know, Trump showed up. So all of a sudden, you got Trump showing up, and you know, Antifa coming out and standing against them, calling them Nazis and so on. So, you know, it just progressed from there. And it's all the media lying, the media calling. I mean, I've been called a Nazi. Me personally have been called a Nazi by Nancy Pelosi, Maxine Waters, and a couple of the other California Democrats. And you know, it really made it so it was important, you know, to do this stuff, because you know, part of me knows and understands that they don't even believe the crap that comes out of their mouth. But like these girls right here, they don't believe any of the crap they're saying. They're just saying it to get a reaction, and unfortunately, it's working.
Okay, so Patty Ross has died from the hands of other blacks in the inner city of Chicago. Just this last
week. Yeah, they're filming. You're 100% right, SG. They're filming so that they can get one of these right-wingers to say one sentence. Doesn't even matter if it's like, you know, they'll take context completely out of it. If they go, you know, there are some people who believe that black lives don't matter, and so those people suck. They will literally just take the part that says,
okay, then why are you reading the Bible? How does that's not supported in the Bible?
So that guy just asked that girl, sorry to interrupt, but that guy just asked that girl if she supports abortion, and she just said, yes, duh. They're asking her if she can wave their flag. So what I was saying was that they're going to take that one sentence out of context and they're going to post it where the guy says that, you know, Black lives don't matter. However, what he was really saying is that, you know, the people who think that Black lives don't matter is the idiot. That's what they do all the time. They've done it to me. It's hilarious.
Next time, honey, I'm gonna talk to you like you're a child. Don't talk to me, okay?
She's like 12. Exactly. You cannot hit a child. That's why these children are actually in here right now, because they're doing it. They're doing this strictly for a reaction. They're doing this for somebody to lay hands on them so they can actually get charged. These ladies are showing incredible restraint.
Confidential. We got 1, 2, 3 black females. Someone's right here.
I think that's their mom right up there, maybe. Who knows? So they heard that they called the cops on them. Hey, what'd they say to you guys? So they said something incredibly horrible to those people. Bad enough that they couldn't repeat it. So the reason that they left those two ladies is that somebody called the cops on them to have them come and, to come deal with them. So now you guys are going to see another view. You guys will see what it's like up here since we're following the troublemakers. Again, it's always good to actually document it. And if nobody else is here filming it, well, they can claim anything, can't they? So they're planning now, guys. They're planning on what they're going to do. All right, back in motion. They had their little planning session. But as you guys can see, there's quite a few people up here right now supporting the Seattle police. It's probably one of the best rallies that I've seen up here when it comes to the people. Quite a few people. I think the officer's looking for him. Just gonna stand by. Just film, show you guys what's happening up here. Making sure that if and when they do start something, that you can go, oh, look who actually started it.
I need to sing over me for a minute.
So I guess they're all going together to a vehicle. Hi, guys. So it looks like they're leaving for now, but I'm sure they'll come back. The older lady there said that she needed to go to the car to grab something. So I'm sure they will definitely be back here sooner than later. I'm gonna start back at the bottom again, maybe? Who knows? I'll go down there too. Do. Oh, they're going back to their side for now.
Along with
All right, back down here towards the front again.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, it's nice to meet you.
Stay safe today, guys. All right. Back down here at the front again. Kind of give you guys a look here, what it looks like from down here. You guys saw a really good view up top. That's what it looks like down here. Again, for those of you who are just now joining us, we are in Seattle, Washington at Seattle City Hall for a Back the Blue Support SPD funding and so on event here. And they have a petition going on. Let me see if I can find the sign so you guys can see it. Wanted adults in a room. It's awesome. Let's see here. There it is. There's a sign. I'll go up to it so you guys can see it. They've got a petition going on, and it's right here. It says stopthefunding.com. It has over 160, I think they said 167,000 signatures on it in just a matter of days. So if you guys want to go, check it out, maybe add your signature to it, I'm sure they would appreciate that. Share it around. Again, it's stopthefunding.com. So check it out. They are the police, or no, sorry, the city is diverting funding from the police to quote-unquote community programs, which, as you, most of you are aware, most leftist community programs are like a new statue in the park.
Somebody that has been a legend
Probably to like Lenin,
in this city for 40
or
years.
a grant for the arts,
These are the types of individuals
stuff like that.
that are part of our community, that are a reasonable community that support this city, that support the fine men and women of the Seattle Police Department that serve you, who fulfill their oath of service, whom are willing to give their lives in that service for you, for everybody, even them over there.
There we go, guys. A little other view of the crowd. Seattle conservative groups that you can join. I mean, it's hard. There's a couple groups. Like there's a Puget Sound conservative group, I think. I think your best bet to find stuff in Seattle is to look up a guy named Matt Marshall. He's really active. He holds a lot of events up here, Second Amendment stuff. Really good guy. He's running for state Congress, I believe. Yeah, you can always reach out to the Proud Boys if you want to hang out with a group of conservatives if you want to. The stuff that gave them the bad press a couple years ago has stopped, so I would not be afraid anymore of that association. Of course, the media is going to turn on you, and all these leftists are going to sit there and call you a Nazi because you're a quote-unquote Proud Boy, but whatever. The only thing that actually matters is, honesty, truth, integrity, and so on. Things that the left know nothing about.
I can be right here. I'm patriotic. I support the police, but I'm not even allowed to. That's why I'm protesting. That's why I'm mad. Is because you guys say I don't look like a police supporter. Why do I not look like a police supporter? That's what you guys keep telling me.
That girl just told him to call his mom.
Like, this is ridiculous. I do not like that I'm being told to shut out of being able to support you guys. I'm not allowed to support anybody. I'm not allowed to support anybody or have an opinion. It's not right. It's not right. No, they won't let me support them. No, they won't. What? I feel like they feel like they're wounded, so they need support. They do, and I don't think that they're being defunded properly. I don't think it's bullshit that they're getting rid of the people with the least seniority. The best officers and the least bigoted ones are the ones who have the least seniority. Like Carmen Best needs to man up and like maybe do something unconventional with who she's picking to get rid of. That's what I think. But anyways, I don't even want to have an opinion. I just want to be over here.
Sorry about the speaker. So we got State Patrol up there, guys. Got Washington State Patrol.
So, you guys?
Yeah, Randy, you're 100% correct. He has his own loudspeaker. Of course, they're not going to let him in. Common sense is dead in this world, guys.
I've been trying for months to get this out. I swear you guys will all be happy to do it. This is what you want to do. microphone. The Retail Theft Program. Retail Theft Program. It's called the Retail Theft Program. The Retail Theft Program. It's called the Retail Theft Program. Dare you once again. It's called the Retail Theft.
I bet he's gonna say that he's trying to be a journalist again.
You guys, I've been trying.
Oh, but again, he's a journalist, guys. I'm gonna try to get away from this guy, but yeah, they were looking for her. They were looking for her who was causing trouble and stuff inside. But he's a journalist. Oh, it's hilarious. All right, I gotta go away from this guy. He's giving me a headache. It's a good song, but he's just, he's bothering me. Oh yeah, the lady who was talking to the cops is 100% part of their leadership. She actually made the underage girls that were in trying to cause the trouble, she wrangled them and told them where to go, what to do. Welcome to white supremacist's funeral. I don't even think they know what that means. So this lady here, she's a right-winger, police supporter, tempting fate. There's Brother Matthew, for those who have been following the channel for a while. He's been going down to Portland and he got assaulted by Antifa in Chaz. He got assaulted by Antifa in Portland. We actually had to send a couple guys to go save him twice. Drew Duncombe actually saved him one time. He got mobbed by Antifa and Drew actually pepper sprayed the crowd to get them off of him. That was 2 hours before Antifa stabbed him, stabbed Drew. It was the same day. He actually went and saved Matthew over there in Portland, and then 2 hours later he got shanked. So, and all Matthew does, Matthew sits there and he preaches. Now you don't have to agree with street preaching. I don't necessarily agree with street preaching. I have street preachers who are friends, but they still have a right to speech. I actually, so the little dude there with the donut on a stick, he's sitting there crying, that's assault right now, as the umbrella got put in her face and touched her and she pushed it away. Here comes the troublemaking girls, so we'll go follow them for a minute, check them out, see if the cops let them back in or not.
And then does she drew. So the police go downtown where they work their beat. Downtown where the dirt is cheap. Downtown. Can I come up there?
It looks like the police are not letting them back in, so that's good. Unfortunately, not all conservatives have the self-control that is required when dealing with these children, which even if you're 40 and you're on that side of the street, you're still a child, obviously, mentally and intellectually a child.
I tried to go with the meetings.
Because all you think with are your feelers, your little crybaby feelers that racism exists and the world is going to end, and if you sign a paycheck, you're evil. All that wonderful garbage. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't believe that racism doesn't exist. There are racists everywhere. Do I believe that there's any such thing as systemic racism or systematic racism, or racism is ingrained in our society? No. Want to know why? Because it's not. It's a lie. Every single thing they complain about, there is a legal solution. Everything that these people are crying about, there is a legal solution. And what do they want to do? Dismantle the laws. Bring back literal segregation. They want black-only hospitals, black-only apartment buildings, black-only dorms. She's Antifa. She's been covering this stuff for a long time. Again, it's always nice to have familiar faces. And here they come. How'd I know they were gonna come back in? All right, here we go again, guys. You guys see her flip me off there? I don't know why. I mean, she mad that I'm gonna like document the crap they're gonna do? Probably. It's one of the reasons why they hate me so much. One of many. I think the biggest reason they hate me is that I don't believe in their Marxist, socialist, communist, fascist doctrine. You know, when you believe in freedom, you're a threat to these people. When you believe in liberty, you're a threat to these people. They believe that freedom and liberty is evil. Because with freedom and liberty, you have personal responsibility. You have to deal with your consequences of your actions. You see the lady here, she's directing the crowd. She's directing the crowd from behind here, guys. Telling them to stop. Telling them to disengage.
If you do not believe, the Bible says, surely you shall not be established. Well, you gotta come to Christ. Open up your eyes to the things of Jesus. The Bible says it's the glorious gospel of God is invisible. The image should shine up within. The image of
So now their team can count. There's 7 of them.
The image of God should shine under. It's God that caused the light to shine out of darkness and shine in our hearts to give the light and the knowledge of the glory of God in the face of Jesus Christ. That's why Paul said we don't preach ourselves.
I mean, I'm still gonna follow, so like, yeah, you're standing in my way. Excuse me. Back off. I'm actually, my hands aren't on her. I'm just walking up the stairs. Actually, it's your hand touching me right now, so I do have the choice to keep walking forward. You are correct. Well, you know, I do. I make lots of choices. It's awesome. Oh! joined by more. Now they're gonna block the stairs to get another. Are you guys aware of them? They came through a little while ago, pushing on people, trying to get a reaction. Yeah, keep an eye. I just let the officer walking up know what's going on with them and their history. So the officer came back down behind me. He called in some more people. They're gonna escort them out here. Yeah, Red Shirt has been around and very active for a long time. Sorry for your ears, everybody. I gotta tell you, it is kind of depressing seeing conservatives use the same tactics. So they just pushed through that lady blocking the stairs.
Let's get them up.
The wonderful human being to my left.
Let's get them up.
Put your hands together, please.
Hey.
So look, as you can see, the miner is trying to pick a fight. And they're doing it on purpose. They're literally miners doing this on purpose to get charges drawn. They hate the police. They want to do all this stuff for the police. And yet, they're doing this to actually exploit the legal system. They hate the legal system, but they're going to try to exploit the legal system. Fun fact though, it is illegal to actually block a public staircase, so I don't know if they actually thought about that in their planning. I don't want to take away from this, but as you guys can see down here, sorry I don't have a gimbal, guys. Sorry it's shaky, guys. Zooming in definitely is very unforgiving. A lot going on all sides right now at the same time. Tell me that's not planned, okay? all the attention up here, all of a sudden Matthew down there looks like he got assaulted.
Committing unreasonable activism and no more
Sitting here, and also if I trail away, I apologize because I'm watching what's happening behind me as well as trying to show you guys what's going on down there.
I think Ms. Cross has something else to say that is profound.
So I'll let you guys know what's happening behind me as I'm showing you what's going on down there. Right now the police have interceded. There's a security guard who tried breaking it up. There was absolutely no love because if you're African American and you don't support them fully, you're obviously a traitor to your race or an Uncle Tom or whatever garbage, racist crap they throw at people. So he was getting berated just for being there trying to break up the confrontation. Police showed up. Police are now trying to de-escalate more. The police have quieted down the pro-police people who are there, who are getting pretty confrontational, and now they're just trying to deal with agitators to get them out of the area. Excuse me, man. Oh, sorry. So now they're trying to press charges or whatever on these guys telling their story because he pushed through the girls. There's a strange individual. So now that the police are engaged with them, they're going to go back and find their other little comrade. There's their filmer to film everything, the guy in the orange shirt. So they're taking the guy's information. I'll guarantee you that nothing's going to happen to those people. They're getting his information so they can put it on a police report, and that way they filed it and so on. But give you guys an idea about how many people are here supporting the police besides these idiots. That guy, older guy sitting there with the hat, he's sitting there, he's yelling, you want the cops now, but you won't want them tomorrow. Calling out their hypocrisy.
Nobody's listening to you! Nobody's listening to
Come on, I know every statistic you can.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, so you don't want to look at the numbers, huh? That's why it's an unfair argument. It's a bad faith movement. Completely bad faith.
I think that's going to be one of the best one-liners of the day. It's a bad faith movement.
And most importantly, give yourself a hand. You, your friends, your family, your children, your significant other. You deserve a round of applause.
true statement. Everybody thinks Black Lives Matter. Hey, this race war is wasting your time. You guys, race war is wasting your time.
Whoa! Sorry, guys. I wasn't buffering, I promise. I overheated. I was in the sun for too long. So, sorry about that. Maybe that's what I need to ask for funding for instead of safety equipment or whatever. Just maybe get some. Oh, look at that! It worked out really well for us. So they're being pushed out now. For those of you who are just watching, yeah, you bet ice packs matter. Holy crap! I'm just sitting there and I'm looking at my phone and it's black. I'm like, oh crap! Sorry guys, I apologize for not having an air conditioner on my phone. So this is what they tried doing to me. Oh, no worries, no worries. Sorry.
If you don't have the order, I have on camera saying
That's what they tried doing to me. It's weird. Yeah, talk back to the officers, see how well it works out. There's no common sense with these people.
Let them go, please. There's a time and place for what they're doing, and this is not the place, right? It's the time.
Right.
Common sense goes into that.
We picked up off come from here though, so the officers don't have to watch the back of the
You bet.
Who's watching the bikes?
I'll watch the bikes.
So, and this is the people that you gotta watch here. You know, again, it's the minors. You know, they're minors. So they believe that because they're minors that the police they have to treat them with kid gloves. If they do get a record, then it's a juvenile record, so it doesn't matter. You know, they're the victim no matter what. You know, now the media is going to sit there and play this off like Seattle police manhandle children. Like that's how they're going to spin it. But you guys are going to see this. You're going to see the truth. You're going to see the reality of what's going on, and that's why we go out and film Antifa at night. You know, during the riots and protests, because you know they can spin it however they want to. But the facts of the matter remains: these people came in here multiple times with the sole purpose of creating a reaction. When the police finally did engage and tried to remove them, now they're spoiled, rotten little children trying to fight back physically. Seattle police did not assault anybody. They didn't manhandle anybody. As a matter of fact, they didn't put hands on anybody until they were down there. Hashtag facts matter. The funniest thing about a lot of these guys that quote unquote try to infiltrate is that when they show up, they actually do get stopped by the police usually, and they go, "What are you doing?" And they're like, "Well, we're just normal people just trying to come in and, just be part of the thing." But the police and most of the people who've been doing this stuff for a while already know. Like, we know their look. I mean, because you can tell just how they walk, how they talk, the stupid facial expression on their face, like just the whole, like, barely physically able to breathe, much less think critically or think at all. I'm gonna just let my phone cool off a little bit here. I guess I could go down there to that tree. I'm gonna do that. I'll go up front and after it cools down a little bit. Bald Eagle, I will tell you that I do issue press passes, me personally, to my crew, to the guys that go out and film for us. I do supply them with press passes. And it's not so much for the public as it is for the officers. That way they know, who we are, that we're actually pressed. We don't have those stupid, like, big giant, 8 by 11 piece of paper that says press on it that I printed on my mom's printer in the basement there. We don't have any of those. We actually have, like, legit press passes with magnetic strips, and got a QR code that people can scan if they want to know who we are, and our outlets and so on. So yeah, it's sad. It really is sad that so many of these little personal streamers, the guys that they might want to be press, and I'm not going to talk too much crap, because there are a lot of streamers out there that want to be pressed. They want to do the same thing that I'm doing. The problem is that because they're lefties, they can't help themselves but become activists and engage the police and engage in the arguing and violence, and they do this crap. So whenever Antifa is doing anything, they'll do this, and they'll block, right? They'll do that. They'll do that. So that's not press at that point in time, because you're furthering the agenda. Now me, I'm talking a lot while I'm here because I'm with my people, right? I'm with people who I agree with, people who agree with me, and I'm just chatting. We're having a good time, right? Everybody's enjoying themselves and so on. This isn't a crime-ridden area. This is not. There's not a whole bunch of violence and crime going on. When we go out, and when I go out and I film the riots and the protests, I don't talk very much at all. When I'm live, I do. When I'm live, I tell people what's happening, and I'll interact with some of the comments and stuff. But most of the stuff that you guys see on my channel is just footage. I put out footage. I put out, when I take my camera out there, I put out what happens, all of what happens. People don't understand that there's a difference between news, filming, and commentary. And I can go ahead and have as many freedom-loving opinions that I, want. And if you guys don't like my opinions, then you don't have to watch. But even if you don't like my opinions, definitely go check out the news part. Go check out the raw footage that I put out showing what actually happened.
The salvation of Jesus from day to day. In every place the name of the Lord shall be praised. The name of the Lord shall be preached. The cross shall be preached. Many churches have gotten away from the cross. Yeah.
Matthew? Hey, Quincy says hi.
Hi, Quincy.
And so does...
the conservative?
Yeah, the Common Sense Conservative.
Praise God. Brother Quincy, God bless. We're here. Antifa. Didn't you check the park the other day? Praise God. This is Sister. I recognize you.
So everybody, this is Matthew. He's been, he was up in Chaz. He's been assaulted a few times. He's got assaulted down in Portland. He's the guy that Matthew Duncombe pepper sprayed the crowd to get him off of him that night he got stabbed. You know, and they're like, you know, like I've been saying, guys, you don't have to agree with him. You don't have to agree with his message or his style or anything like that. You know, he has a right to come out and do it. He has a right to come out and preach. He has a right to, you know, not be assaulted for what he believes. You know, we watched him from up above there getting assaulted by Antifa just being over there because it's speech. You know, people think speech is violence, and that makes them mentally defective. And absolutely, go ahead.
I'm going to say this may not really settle with a lot of people on the conservative side of the I went into this group earlier today, and unfortunately I was attacked as well. Okay, and ended up pulling my cord, even the Blue Lives Matter people, the cords broke them.
I want to give a special shout out to
That fit the narrative. We're getting it on both sides.
the SCD
Both sides are enemies of the cross.
It's true.
You have to understand that. There's enemies of the cross on both sides. I'm not taking sides, I never have.
part of
This
the
whole
fabric
thing.
of SPD
Never
for
take sides.
a little over
Always
5
take the Lord's
decades.
side. And sometimes you're going to get people on the Republican side that don't like your message just as much as the Antifa. Now they're typically
Thanks to
more
the
violent.
support of
Yeah,
SPD,
Antifa are typically more
this
violent.
great city,
Even
we
with
solved over
sides.
12,000 felony crimes.
No, it's true. It's true. And like we've seen some of that today where, you know, some of the Blue Lives Matter people started like just they get too emotional. Like the emotional part's happening on both sides of the aisle. You know, people, you know, they see you as if you're not 100% with them, then therefore you might be an enemy. So, and it sucks. It just sucks. You know, I think a lot of right-wingers need to start remembering about that little thing called the moral high ground and start acting accordingly and not be hypocrites.
Exactly. Another thing, like I was quoting from Philippians, Paul said that the enemies of the cross of Christ, they didn't say that they were the enemies of Christ. They may have followed some of the doctrines of Christ, they may have been to church, they may have been moral, they may have been conservative.
All of you
They're
that
still
rallied
enemies of
today,
the cross. Because
you're on the
the
right
cross
side.
requires self-denial. They don't want to deny themselves.
That's right.
So that's really what it's
a
all
little over
about.
12 years ago,
It's not that they're against Jesus, they're against
stepped
his
out of
cross.
faith and started a show called Washington,
Putting to death
Most Wanted. Because of you,
All right, man. Hey, stay safe, Matthew. You bet. Sure, I'll take a picture of you guys.
Now my prayer, and your prayer is, let's keep them there.
There we go.
I can't
There you go,
thank
guys.
Seattle Police Officers Guild.
All right. So I saw that a lot of you guys couldn't hear him. I tried getting closer, but I think my phone case makes it difficult for you guys to hear what's happening in front, unfortunately. So sorry about that. I'm gonna hang out here in the shade. So my
Stand behind. Stop the deep.
oh no, yeah, I'm gonna get a mic. I'm gonna get a gimbal so it doesn't, you know, do that very often, or as often, I should say.
Your opinion.
But
In your opinion.
yeah, I'm gonna get a gimbal. I'll get an external mic. There's no way that I'd come out here and film this stuff without like my case. So you know,
Police department was defunded by the elected officials.
I am using a phone just to live stream. Mainly because my quality's better. I guess there's a lot of people that are live streaming with GoPros and stuff now. I don't know. I like my phone. It's handy so I can stick it in my pocket real quick if I have to. Usually I come out and film with my camera. But sometimes I'll do these little live streams.
Just say no. We need not only Crime Stoppers, but we need the cops in this city to defend you.
The Seattle Police Officers Guild supports you. This reasonable community supports you. More importantly, you're going to join these people. I want to take this opportunity to bring in somebody that approached me earlier. She's going to introduce herself as she's a proud supporter of police.
Thank you, Seattle, for being here. The people have spoken. Look at all around you. We the people have spoken. What do we want? We want Seattle Police Department not defunded. We want to defend the police department, not defund. You all have spoken today. And look at the other crowd.
Tankesty. I think I know I probably mispronounced that, but I have a lot of friends in Australia. I don't know if you follow the Australian Tea Party Facebook page or a guy named iPhone Conservative. He's also from Queensland, and I've had some conversations with some of my Australian friends over there, and it's amazing how the patriotism and so on is so different in the United States versus Australia. The way they explained it to me, for those of you who are not from Australia and are American, the way they explained it to me is that Australians did not have to literally fight and die for their freedom to end tyranny. So that's the reason our flag is so important. That's why it matters to us so much. Thank you, Kicking Your Ass NZ. Thank you very much. But, you know, my Australian friends said that the reason that Americans are so patriotic, they go out and they do things like this, is because we fought for our freedoms. We bled for our freedoms. We died for our freedoms. Not just once, not just twice, but multiple times. And so in Australia, it was a much more peaceful separation from the tyranny, I guess you could say. So they don't actually, even though, I mean, we're talking, what, a couple hundred years here now, right? But we still have that ingrained in our souls as Americans. And they just don't have that in other parts of the world. There's not that nationalist, patriotic feeling, and it's sad. It's really too bad. I do believe that there will come a time when, like Australia right now is having a hard time. The leftists are just going nuts in Australia right now. Their schooling is out of control when it comes to like Islam. I can't do some research, guys, because I literally do not have enough time in my lifetime right now to tell you all the stuff that is happening in Australia. And I do believe that they're going to have a revolution of some sort sooner than later. Like, it's crazy. You know, everybody thought Brexit was a big deal, but Australia, that's a European, that's a continent issue. But Australia, just, man, they need help. They need help. They will have an awakening soon, I am sure.
Thank you so much. I also want to bring in a community member.
Charlie Brown, yes, we can read that. I just want to point out, guys, that there's more diversity on this side. I pointed this out a while ago, but there's more diversity on this side of the fence than the other side. Like, literally, I just going in a circle. More diversity. More diversity. And not just racial diversity, cultural diversity as well. Like, it's just right here. You can see this. And look over there. I see 1, 2. I see two black people. Honestly and truly, I see 2. 3, 4.
Thank you.
But everybody over here is a racist or a Nazi. Just tell me how that works out.
Representation of the reasonable community in the city of Seattle. Community members. More importantly, we heard from all of you because you're here. You took the time on a glorious.
Yeah, he is the guy that walked through Chaz.
To stand up for what's right. You're standing up for public safety because you know it's at stake. You know this vote tomorrow.
I just want to give a big shout out to everybody who's like super chatted today or donated today. And I know a lot of you guys haven't super chatted, but you guys have sent, donations through PayPal as well. And I appreciate it. I want to tell you guys that I really, really, really appreciate it. They have, YouTube and Facebook have started suppressing a little bit, so the income on there has stalled. And to be honest, when they started suppressing, more and more people started donating. So it's really evening out. It's making it so we're going to be able to do a lot more things. We're going to go to Washington, D.C. coming up here at the end of September. There's a big, I can't remember what it's called right now off the top of my head, but it's essentially it's, hey, Washington, D.C., don't forget Christians. Focus on the family. Billy Graham's daughter, Pat Robertson. There's a whole bunch of people, really big names in the evangelical movement that are putting it on. It's going to be huge. I think it will actually rival the Right to Life March, which is the largest annual march on DC ever. So we're definitely going to be going there. There's some stuff coming up in Texas. There's some stuff coming up in other parts of the country. Big things, big events that we're going to try to get to. But before we start traveling, we're going to be getting some of that there. Yes, the return. Thank you, Suzette. But before we start traveling, we're going to be making sure that we have all of our safety equipment, gas masks, vests, and the knife shirts. So all of you who have donated, thank you very much. I do not. I don't want you to think that we take you guys for granted in any way, shape, or form. Even just watching it, sharing it, we really appreciate it because the truth needs to get out there. The media's lying so much about so many different things.
Thank you so much. To the protesters across the lane, we had a peaceful rally. We brought families and children. We're exercising our First Amendment rights. We want to leave this assembly in peace. We do not want violence. We want reasonable public safety political discourse. That is what's lacking in our society, is that we're failing to talk to one another. We're willing to listen, and we will not be bullied.
I'm not going to DC August 28th, September. It's the end of September. I think it might be September 28th.
Take care of yourselves.
So it looks like the rally is ending. So this is usually a turbulent time.
Thank you so much.
We got stuff going on over here on this side right now. As people try to leave the event, this is when Antifa starts getting a little more agitated. So this is when Antifa gets a little braver because now the police are watching more than one thing. They're watching the exit as well as them. So thank you guys very much for the super chats. Thank you all for watching. Don't worry, I'm not ending this thing by any means right now. We're going to be going for a while still. I'm gonna change my charger here. My first battery pack has now died, so I'm gonna throw on my other one. Sorry for it being a little wobbly. I'll definitely be posting some screenshots of Twitter. I know that they'll be tweeting a bit about me tonight, I am sure. So I'll post it on the community board, on the wall, or whatever it's called there for YouTube. Yeah, thank you guys for sharing. If you guys want to follow more stuff, you can check us out on Parler as well. The Common Sense Conservative. Facebook, good luck finding the Common Sense Conservative. It has been shadow banned into oblivion. Even if you do a search for the Common Sense Conservative, you get all of the tiny little pages. If you can actually find the one that's got 500,000 likes on it, that's the actual one, that's us. You can find CSC Media Group US, that's the parent company for all of the filmers that go out. It's a smaller page, it's got like 20 or 20,000 followers, I think. You can also find my personal one, Robert Zerfing, the Common Sense Conservative, Liberty or Death Apparel Company, a couple of our filmers. On YouTube, you can find Stumptown Matters. He goes out and films. AMW Media. He doesn't film as much anymore due to some issues that he had. There's, let's see, Black Conservative Preacher. The Black Conservative Preacher, that's Quincy. He's the one that most of you guys who have been watching for a while have probably seen a bit. And that girl said that they brought pieces of their chop zone. That's funny. But yeah, so definitely check us out. Make sure you hit follow for YouTube here, though. Make sure you hit that bell, because if you don't hit the bell so you guys actually get notifications, you will miss it. You will miss a lot of our stuff that we put up. They're doing a really good job of suppressing.
There's not going to be a city council anymore. It's going to be Jesus. It's going to be the
So So he's calling him out. He's calling them out right now, guys. That's what he's doing. So So he's calling him a proud boy. So the cop's telling him that if he wants to talk to him, that he'll go over there and talk to him.
I didn't even chat with that guy earlier. He's a really cool guy. Yeah, when I said that, thank you.
All right, we'll go record a conversation.
trying to change the window so that y'all want to see.
Similar to what you guys wanted, you guys pushed me away. I wasn't agreeing with everything.
I push you away. Did I push you away at all? Is that so? Okay, well, you got reference that you may be associated with. Let's say that deal. No? Oh, you guys fucking know him. I did think you were a
I do need a boom. So let me tell you guys, can you guys hear me a lot clearer than them? Because if you can, I'll flip my
There's so
phone.
much hatred these days.
Oh,
I'm
that's
seeing so much hatred. You know, the Antifa.
well, with the speaker going, it's going to be impossible for you guys to hear anything. So I apologize, guys.
It's a sad thing to see.
I
It
apologize.
doesn't matter if you are a Democrat or Republican.
I'm going to get actually one of them really cool deals that you can record with your phone, have your phone go on your live, doing your live stream, and then your camera on it. I have a great camera that has a directional mic, so even though sometimes you can't get some of it, but with Matthew over there, yeah, I'm gonna get a vlog kit for sure. But with Matthew over there preaching, it makes it impossible for you to hear those guys, even if we wanted to. Sorry.
Support Black Lives Matter. 80% of
I'll try something else.
Americans want the police the same. 20% want more police in their communities. What the fuck?
Just despite the commies, it's awesome.
That means 80% of them don't live, man. Hey, before I get to indifferent, y'all do this one right here. I know.
This is the hatred that I'm talking about. This hatred on both sides. People are hating one another. We gotta clear this up. There's gotta be peace. We gotta have peace. And I hate to say this, but there's not gonna be any peace until the return of Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying. Yes. Yes. I'm just telling you. I'm telling what y'all. No, you came over very aggressively when it was unnecessary. You came over very aggressively when it was unnecessary. Watch what you're doing. No, that's
You know, there's hatred on both sides, and I'm just trying to tell you, we got to get along. I'm here to tell you right now, there's not going to be any peace in this world until Jesus comes back. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but there's not going to be any peace until Jesus gets back. He sets it all right. Jesus sits on his glorious throne, and all nations are gathered before Jesus. He's going to divide them like a shepherd divides the sheep from the goats. So Jesus is going to come back and he's going to judge this world with a righteous and a holy judgment. And it's time to turn to Jesus now, because otherwise you're going to see him face to face.
I'm gonna walk away just
because,
well, you know.
You're going to be ashamed that he's coming. If your heart is not right with the
So
Lord
we got
your God,
people cleaning up.
if your heart is
The
not
event
right
is
with God,
over.
if your conscience is
So a lot of
not
people
right,
have already
if you
left.
are living in some kind of sin right now,
There's still quite a few people over here on the fence.
I'm here to tell you.
I think now maybe the numbers are about even. I can go find some more shade so my phone doesn't overheat again. So this whole area here was full a little while ago. Pretty good event today for sure for backing the blue. Elizabeth, thank you. Also, I did not forget about you. I got distracted momentarily, but I did not forget about you. Thank you very much, Elizabeth. Really, really, really means a lot, guys. Thank you to everybody who has donated and helped us out. Stuff like that just means that it's just going to get better. So, it is awesome. Yeah, he does still have a right. I did a video last night. Instead of filming the riot last night, because somehow I I was tired. I was in the wrong place. I missed it completely. So I did another video instead and put it up. But it's a video about the First Amendment, how the First Amendment is not a pick or choose kind of law. I definitely suggest some people watch it. Because a lot of people on the right, just as much on the left, don't understand that if you start picking and choosing about the First Amendment, well, they get to pick and choose on you too. So as soon as you limit somebody else's speech or freedom of expression, all of a sudden your freedom of expression, your free speech, is going to be limited just as easily. It all depends on who's in power, who starts taking away freedoms. And if we start that slippery slope, it's never ending. This whole COVID crap has showed how important that is more than anything, because COVID-19 has made it so our First Amendment is in total jeopardy. And yet, we still have people, right and left, sitting there going, somebody's speech shouldn't be, said. It's horrible. It sucks. We need more people to start talking about absolutes. Liberty, personal freedom should be absolutes. First Amendment, Second Amendment, all of them. Absolutes. You don't get to pick and choose. Correct. There is no such thing as hate speech. Everybody has a right to their opinion. They do not have a right to assault. Words are not assault. Sticks and stones literally break bones, but your words might hurt your feelings. And that's it. Thank you, Charlie Brown. Thank you for watching. Thank all of you for watching. I know a lot of you guys have been here for a while today, so appreciate it.
Otherwise, you're going to become extinct like that dinosaur over there. Your soul is going to be extinct like that dinosaur. Your soul is going to be more extinct than that dinosaur.
The one thing I will say is that I will give the left some kudos on some of their creativity and originality. I guess that's why intersectional basket weaving and an art degree will get you. Yes, the reason that you only hear the leftists right now is because the right-wingers, for the most part, have gone home. There are very few people still here. I'm sticking around for a while. It does make it a little more dangerous because they can try to follow me to my car and stuff, but should be all right though. Usually it's okay. Usually the cops kind of, watch out for people following people. That's why it's nice. It's nice coming out during the daylight in Washington because I don't have to mask up and be overly worried about too many things. You can see a lot better in the daytime. You know what I'm saying? At night in the middle of a riot, it's a little bit of a different story.
And if you're not thinking about your soul today, then you're thinking about the wrong thing.
Hey, I heard intersectional basket weaving is like extremely difficult, okay? So don't be knocking it. These people spent tens of thousands of dollars to get their degrees in intersectional basket weaving and sage burning. Oh, I can take the dinosaur. I'm confident. So to kind of show you guys what I was talking about when it comes to the police watching people leaving or not, and if they get followed. So if you guys look over here, on the other side of the street, you got a couple bicycle cops. And these guys are they're stationed kind of all around a little bit. And they watch out for that. They watch out for if somebody leaves and you get a whole group of people that, you know, follow them, they'll actually ride their bikes and stay between everybody. So Seattle PD, I have a lot of respect for Seattle PD. I have a lot of respect for Portland PD too. Of course, problem with Portland PD is that their chief is really kind of just chief in name only. He's a figurehead. The actual chief of police is the mayor, Ted Wheeler, and he's worthless until it gets personal for him, in which case then he actually starts, you know, doing stuff, which is rare. He just recently started, you know, speaking out against the violence, or even acknowledging that the violence was there. So I think it's because of two old ladies that got assaulted by Antifa 2 nights ago. Probably pushed him over the edge, maybe. Hard for him to deny it anymore. But Seattle PD, though, I have a lot of respect for him. I've dealt with Seattle PD for quite a few years now. I've had a lot of time with them, watching them, observing how they treat people, how they've responded to situations. They're very effective. They're very good. These bicycles that you see with some of them here, you have, look on the channel, there's a video called Seattle PD Wreck Antifa or something like that. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Check it out, it is amazing. They use their bicycles to push a crowd. It was awesome. It's one of my favorite things I've ever filmed. So definitely check it out. Seattle PD Rex Antifa, I think is what it's called. It's awesome. But yeah, these guys, they're very good. They're very aware, very observant about everything that is happening, what's going on. Like they've surprised me a few times with what they've done. Go check out the conversation over there.
I did it to you. You walked straight up to me and did that. For what reason? You walked up and stuck your fucking fingers in my face.
Huh?
I just never seen one that looked like that before.
Oh, this?
Okay, cool. I usually see they have like a green or like lime green or like
no, mine.
Ones I've seen.
No, mine's real.
Okay. No. I wasn't even, I was just, yeah, that's all.
Yeah, there's a lot of press that print a lot of them off.
It's all of our strength, and I respect it.
Well, then why are you protecting people?
Because we're sharing it.
And then on top of that, keep making fun of us.
Oh, I definitely get tired of the chants. You better believe I do. It's fun, and it's funny because like after a while, you end up, you know, getting impressed when they come up with new ones.
Why are you guys about to say that word or not?
Hey, for those of you who were here earlier, there's the guy that said he was a journalist. Came up trying to start trouble with Blue Lives Matter guys. being a journalist. He must be over there interviewing people and being, you know, not biased, I guess. No, the group of kids are still here.
Can we get one more? I know, Katie Davis court is like over here somewhere, but she's like the rec for Team USA.
Antifa doesn't have a newspaper. Well, they do have a TV station. I guess they do have a newspaper too, because you know, they got CNN, MSNBC, all that stuff. Wawa, I do kind of agree with you, but again, you know, it's a slippery slope. I think everybody could go ahead and be a journalist, but I think the moment they step out of line, they lose that ACLU backing. They lose that free speech, First Amendment backing. You know, you're a journalist, be a journalist. If I were to walk in there, if I was to walk in the middle of Antifa calling them all a bunch of communists, I lose all credibility as a journalist. 100%. I lose all credibility. I could get arrested, and I would be justifiably arrested because I became an antagonist at that point in time. I became part of the problem. I wasn't a journalist. But so many of these people who claim to be journalists, or claim to be press, I mean, in the last few days, the footage that I showed you guys in Portland that I'm sitting there filming, I'm watching these quote-unquote journalists standing in the middle of the street telling the cops to F off. You know, the cops like, get on the sidewalk, and the quote-unquote journalists are going, no. And they say, F you, ACAB. Yeah, arrest them. They're not following a lawful order at that point in time. Now, if I'm sitting on the sidewalk, so there was this one time during the Trump riots where I got caught in a kettle and I got arrested for following police orders. Police said to march north. I marched north. I was on the sidewalk the whole time. They ended up finding a long block. Portland police blocked off the other side of the block, and everybody who was caught inside got arrested. Sorry, I'm looking for the... Oh, there it is. Everybody inside got arrested. Now, it was also in front of a Hilton that happened, so there was a lot of people who were staying at the Hilton who were watching. And the police actually ran inside the Hilton and grabbed people and pulled them back out. So it's just it's Converge Media there, guys. But anyway, you know, but so that would be considered an unjustifiable arrest because we followed the police commands. I was streaming the whole time, whatever. I didn't get charged with anything that day. I was released because I have my press credentials with me, so you know they let me go. But I mean, I still had to sit in a bus for like 3 hours waiting to be processed and everything. But some of these guys who are going out there literally just and they do this, right? So all of a sudden people, you know, are filming the crowd. All of a sudden people start throwing fireworks. They start throwing projectiles at the officers, and they'll do this. And they'll block, and they'll walk like this. They'll walk like this, you know, walking on the ground, pointing at the ground. So again, you're not a journalist at that point in time, are you? You're an activist at that point in time. You're sitting there hiding what's actually happening. You're hiding the truth. You know, the one thing that people can definitely say about me and my channel and my guys is that we're consistent. We call out bad behavior, period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You know, we have things called convictions. We have things called integrity. If somebody on the right, like today, for instance, these minors These girls came in, these agitators came in to pick a fight and to start trouble with a lot of the pro-cop people. And there were people, pro-cop, right-wingers, whatever you want to call them, and they actually engaged. Some of them even didn't really get physical, but they weren't polite, to say the least. That's the truth. That's what happened. I've called out Proud Boys. I've called out Patriot Prayer. Bad behavior is bad behavior. Have some integrity. Have some convictions. If you're going to be press, tell the truth, the whole truth. Show the truth and the whole truth. Otherwise, you're just an activist. And we have enough activists, as you guys can see. There's very, very, very few Blue Lives Matter people left. Just a couple here. And of course, cops. So I'm gonna go ahead and just hang out here for now. There's not really very many people paying me much attention, so that's nice. Had a couple pictures taken, so that's okay. I'll share some of my Twitter fan mail. Later on. I'm glad to see the Proud Boys came, showed their support. It was very peaceful as far as I could tell, as far as I could see. Oh, there's an Antifa that's staring at me pretty good. Little guy there. Looks very familiar. As you guys can see, I don't know if you guys can see it the live stream, but he's got a radio. He's got a radio on his shoulder there. And that's for all those people that say they're not organized. It's for all those people that say they don't have leadership. It's for all those people that say that they're just a ragtag group of anarchists. And if you're anarchist, you can't have leadership. Well, I mean, I did a video about 20 minutes long. I definitely suggest you guys check it out. It's a video about Antifa, who they are, what they do, what they're about. Definitely check them out. Check it out. I go through, I give you guys lots of examples and some footage of what they've done. And, it's nice that I was able to get some footage there for you, show you the radio. And they're not cheap radios either. But yeah, they're in full communication. They tell people when people are leaving. They got people staged around usually for when it comes to these rallies. They have people staged, letting people know that right-wingers went this way, right-wingers went that way. Follow them, get a picture of their car, all that good stuff. So yeah, no, they exist. They exist. They have leadership. They're very well funded. You guys should do some research on their GoFundMe's for their bailout funds. It's thousands of dollars, thousands upon thousands of dollars. You got just through the bottle of water there. I do hear all the time about the whole Soros-funded thing. But, honestly, a lot of these guys don't need Soros. I'll be honest with you. The massive amount of funding that they get from small private donations. I mean, just look at Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders alone, his fundraising is insane. And all it is just tons of people, and it's nickel and diming. And, it's not, $5 here, $1 there. So on like that, lefties are not as frugal with their money as right-wingers are. It takes a lot, really, for conservatives to to release their money. And that's one of the reasons why I appreciate all of you who have donated, because I understand how hard it is as a right winger to part with any of your hard-earned dollars. So like, I mean, it means a lot, because I know that I know what it takes to make it happen. So I appreciate it. Yep, journalist guy has the bullhorn running around. He's a journalist. Remember, guys, he's a journalist. Thank you, Grammy. I'm Graham M. Sorry, butchered it. I apologize. But yeah, it's crazy the amount of funding that these leftists get, these organizations and groups get. The homeless looking dude over there is going to get arrested. I hope you guys are watching. Keeps on testing, pushing the line. My prediction is he's actually going to walk across the line. He's going to get arrested. So I don't know if you guys can hear it clear enough, but the girl with the bullhorn over there is saying, why are you guys even holding the line right now? The event's over. Mainly it's because all of these people are protesting the police right now and not the actual activists or the Blue Lives Matter crowd that was here. Dragon Energy, you are 100% correct. But the prosecuting attorney's letting everybody go. They do not need the bail money. The police are getting tired of the guy. Oh, they're gonna get him. Just trying to stay in the shade. If it actually does go down, I'll be closer there. He just stuck his drumstick between the cop's spokes, which is stupid because it's not moving. So I'm going to respond to either lame bubbles fly so high about those plywood shields. So in Portland, 2 nights ago, they used those shields and an attempt to completely block the police, and Portland police lit them up. Just lit them up with pepper balls. The sound was amazing. My phone definitely did not pick it up like it should have, because it's never as good as it was when you're there, you know. But and last night or night before last, at Cal Anderson Park here in Seattle, they actually had a rehearsal with them. They had a rally, shall we say, that was put on to practice shield walling, like the Vikings. So I definitely foresee some shield wall action happening in the future. So he's saying that the cop told him that he's pushing the envelope, and he's confused as to what the envelope is. He doesn't understand what the envelope is. Had some Antifa over there waving at me. So the way this usually turns out, all the right-wingers are pretty much gone. There's like maybe 10 left. Antifa's still here. I have never, I believe never, have seen Antifa actually leave a police line voluntarily. So let's see how it goes. Yes, that is the pig toy squeaking.
That's why you don't want to say anything. All I'm doing is, I don't understand how you guys say, don't come at us with no screaming. Nobody come at them with screaming. We're trying to chill and talk.
Oh, they definitely know I'm here. I've had a couple people wave at me here recently. And I'm not wearing a mask, so, I mean, that's also a clue. So for those of you just joining up, we're here to Back the Blue rally. Just kidding, the rally's over. The rally's been over for a little while. There was a lot of people here earlier. If you're just now tuning in, definitely check it out. No, I'm just kidding, guys. Antifa's here protesting me. I'm just out here, you know, expressing my free speech and stuff. So it's just they're protesting me all by myself. Wouldn't that be funny? All right, so they're taking up the barricades. So I'm going to go ahead and go to a more safe location here. That is in a corner. Oh, that'd be hilarious if they were just protesting me. I will say I have been to an event where thousands of Antifa came out to stand out against like 10 of, you know, patriot people. Looks like Matthew forgot his banner. Or maybe I missed something. The speaker and stuff's gone. So. In my joke, I lost the homeless guy trying to pick a fight with the cops, so I don't know what's going on with him now. Here's a big group of Antifa leaving. I think it might be getting close to time for me to make my departure. Looks like it's gonna stay this way. There's not really that many agitators sticking around. There's not a lot of people kind of pushing the envelope, pushing the limit, except for that one homeless dude. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and bounce, chat with you guys a little bit on my way out though. Oh man, there's so many hills in Seattle. Anyway, so yeah, I want to thank you guys all for watching. Thank you all for hanging out as long as you have. I know some of you guys have been here from the beginning, so thank you. It's awesome. I hope you all share it. Tell your friends. See if anything's going on tonight. Sorry we don't live stream all the events. Like I said, it's really dangerous. I have a lot of fans. They watch our live streams, find out where we're at. If you ever see a live stream that has like a balloon or something in it, that's so they could find us easier. So, can't live stream every night, but definitely try to get you guys footage every night one way or another. Ooh-wee. It's a hill. Thank you guys for donating. It really means a lot. So I do have a smaller camera. It's called a Cop Cam. It's tiny. Problem with it though is that sometimes people see it, and every time I've worn it, I've been called a cop. So that makes it a problem. Good.
Good job, man. Like your channel.
Thank you. See, those are the kind of fans that I like. Like you guys. Love you guys. You guys are awesome. Living the dream. Live streaming.
Oh, live streaming?
Yep.
Right on.
The Common Sense Conservative.
I've heard of that. Is that on Facebook?
Facebook and YouTube.
Okay.
And Parler.
All right. I'll check it out.
Do it.
Go ahead, carry on, man. You're capturing those thoughts while they're here.
Yes, thank you. But, thank you, Grady. Oh, man, I missed the other ones. Thank you, Tank. If I missed you, I apologize. But, yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. Every one of you's appreciated, especially those right-wingers that parted with a couple dollars. Like I said earlier, I know it's tough. It's how we're wired. We earned our money.
Facebook, you want to type in?
The Common Sense Conservative.
Okay, you got it.
You bet. Actually, if you want to look for the footage, go to CSC Media Group US. It's a lot easier to find.
Common Sense Conservative, right?
Yeah, but Facebook hates us. See, like you see this guy I'm searching for right here? It doesn't even show. It's got over 500,000 followers. It won't even show up.
Wow.
Yeah, and then the ones that do show up, nope, that's another guy. So, yeah, keep looking. That one right there.
Right there?
Oh, that's a group. See, it's not, the page won't even show up. So that's a group that I also manage, but...
Okay, I'll start there.
Yeah, start there. I post links from the Common Sense
mine.
Conservative.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Yeah, and then a lot of links get put in there. You'll see it.
Yeah, who do you?
Awesome. Stay safe.
Yeah, you too.
All right. So that's cool. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy, right? How does a page with over 500,000 followers not even show up on searches? You know, like it's crazy how this works out. Even you know, the small pages right now, pages that used to get like reach a million people or more, like they're hitting like 500 people right now. My smallest page has like, I don't know, I think it's like 20,000 followers on it, and it's just nothing. I can post a meme, you know, if I make a meme, you know, they usually do pretty good. They'll hit a couple hundred, you know, 1,000 people, a couple 100,000 people. Definitely doesn't get the millions that it used to, but videos are just dead. And it sucks. Like the censorship, the shadow banning is ridiculous. And so reason number 512 why your guys' donations and stuff means so much, because they're going to shut us down like they did before, you know, back in 2016 when they shut us down completely. They shut down my website, shut down all my video platforms, everything. Just done. I had to go get a 9-to-5 job, and you guys didn't see me for a year and a half. Parler, I'm the Common Sense Conservative. And on Twitter, I'm Robert Zerfing, the Common Sense Conservative. That's the main one I use. I suck at social media for the most part. I'm really good at making memes, and I'm pretty good at filming. So that's pretty much where I sit on social networking. I don't know how Twitter works. I'm starting to kind of learn, you know, trying to learn Parler. So, yeah. I appreciate all you guys. Make sure you hit that bell, because that's really the only reason, the only way you guys are really going to see too much of my stuff. And it's not just me. There's a group of people that are that go out and film. Make sure you guys go check them out too. Stumptown Matters, the Black Conservative Preacher. Stumptown Matters, he's only on YouTube. The Black Conservative Preacher, Quincy, he's on Facebook. He's just kind of starting out. ANW_media. He's on a hiatus currently, but he's going to be back out there filming eventually. Villain Phoenix. Some of you guys might know him from Chaz. He was one of the guys that ended up taking that kid to the hospital when they wouldn't let the cops in, or the protests in. The left hates him now because he kind of called them out on being stupid. So, yeah, we're growing the network. We got a guy who's going to start filming for us in Atlanta, hopefully here pretty soon, and a couple other people. We're trying to grow back to the way we used to be back in the day. Yeah, so I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much for watching, following, sharing. It means a lot. And donating, gosh, I can't tell you. I really cannot tell you how much I appreciate it. I've never asked for donations before, and I hate asking now sometimes, just because it just, you know, it sucks. But with the way it is, you know, the only way to keep doing this and the way to keep showing you guys what's happening, not just here in the Northwest, not just here on the West Coast, but other places as well, you know, it's it. So, no, I am not the new Tim Pool. I like Tim, but there are some very big differences there. I like being an individual. Thank you very much. So, thank you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. I cannot stream until I get to my car. I guess I could stream until I get to the garage my car's in, I guess. I could do that. But fortunately, this vehicle has not been doxed yet. They doxed my other truck that I had, my SUV that I had, and slashed its tires a few times. So this truck that I own and drive, I'm trying to keep on the DL, shall we say. Back in the day, I've spent a few $1,000s on tires. They don't like me very much. It's weird. So, but you know, it's funny, and this is one point that leftists try to use a lot, is they go, our cities are not under siege. Look at it, right? It's not under siege. People going about their day, driving around, driving to work. Look at it, nice brick buildings. You know, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful city. Old. Look at an old YMCA. Cities aren't under siege. There's no problem. There's no issues. There's no nothing. Uh-oh, what's that? Oh golly. Yeah. So just a point. Just making a point. They're not necessarily wrong when they say their whole city is not under siege, because they're not. And it's not. However, the city still do have a problem. And it's a big one. And it's costing the cities millions. As a matter of fact, I love fishing. I don't eat potatoes very often, but I do love them. I like hunting. I'm an archery hunter. Stay safe today, guys. Went fly fishing yesterday. Took my wife out. I have lots of guns, but I like archery hunting because I get tired of getting shot at. I've been shot at a few times out there rifle hunting. It's not really my cup of tea. So the one thing, wow. E-Mom's heart, thank you. That's incredible, thank you very much. It really means a lot. Oh, sorry guys. Taking a picture. So the one thing I will give Seattle over Portland is that Seattle actually has their fountains going. Portland can't because it's too much urine and fecal matter. Well, that's cool. Right. So thank you guys for watching. It means a lot. And thank you for the donations. Holy crap. Like, you guys keep doing this kind of stuff and might start live streaming in more precarious situations. Might make it worth the risk of bodily harm. Might need to take out a loan that I can pay off. There's the barrier, guys. There's Seattle police right there. They got done cleaning up the protest area. But yeah, with this kind of stuff, yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, PayPal I get immediately. And they take a chunk out of it, but like it's a couple bucks. So PayPal I get immediately, but like this stuff, like whatever, like I'm not stipulating anything. You guys are amazing. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, this stuff I have to wait, like the super chats and stuff I have to wait a couple days. But yeah. So, or I guess a month almost. But definitely thank you guys. Share this stuff. Hey Mary. Appreciate all you guys. I'm back to where my car is ish, so I'm going to sign off. I might do a live on the way home, just have like a chat with you guys if you want to chit chat on the way. But I'll see you guys all later. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I will definitely cut this apart and post some highlights for sure. So thank you guys very much.